up, YouTube? It is your boy JoeWo, and in today's video, it's finally time to talk about the Battlefield 6 BR. Now, you guys seem to really enjoy the last kind of sit-down video we had, talking through the game, my expectations, all that jazz. So I want to do it again. I'm tired of getting edged on Twitter, and I just want to give you guys my first thoughts and what to expect with the BR. Now, I do want to know what you guys think of Battlefield 6. Obviously, how has the game been playing for you if you played it at all, and how do you expect the BR to turn out? And let me know what you think of my opinions of the game. You can hate it, you can love it. We're here for open conversation, and y'all liked it last time, so let's talk about it. Now, before we get into all that jazz, I do want to watch this season 1 trailer, which actually just came out like today, and I want to talk about why I don't think the BR is in that trailer. I feel like they're gonna kind of go the Warzone route. If you guys remember, a long time ago, they like announced Warzone like a day early, like the day it was supposed to come out, and I think that Battlefield's kind of taken that same route, because if they announce the BR early, I don't know if people, because even now I have people in chat and stuff that say they just started playing Battlefield today, or they just bought the game today, and I feel like if they announce like a trailer for the BR, which I'm not trying to get my hopes up, but I have high expectations for this BR trailer whenever it drops. I think it's going to be dope, but I think they're waiting, because if they announce the game, then obviously people aren't going to buy Battlefield 6 and try it out. I've been telling people, hey, if you haven't bought the game yet and the BR is supposed to come out, I'm assuming it's free to play, assuming it's cross-play, if you don't feel like spending $70 on a new game you might not enjoy, I've told people, hey, just wait. If you want, try out the BR. If you enjoy it, then buy the actual game for gun levels, for just kind of different experience, and try that out. So I think they're doing that because obviously they're a business at the end of the day. If they wait and announce a BR like weeks and weeks early with trailers, I don't know, it might sway some people to not buy the actual game itself and wait for the BR, which I'm assuming is going to be free to play. So let's watch this season 1 trailer. All right, so I'm gonna try to not pause this, but if I see something cool, I gotta pause it, right? This is the stuff I'm excited for. Obviously, the BR is not in this trailer, but I love a good trailer. I'm a sucker for a good trailer, and this already looks sick. So I'm excited. And I'm not comparing. Before the Battlefield fans cover my neck, Joe, you said the bad word. I'm like, what's the bad word? The C word? The COD word? All right, hold up. Does this not look like the operator in COD? Please don't cook me for that take. I'm just saying. Can set it all off. But I'm a sucker for a good trailer, man. I'm assuming this is a brand new map. The other thing I have to admit, and Battlefield fans, please don't cook me for this. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm trying not to pause a ton. Whoa. This map looks fire. Wait, is that a golf course? Is it a golf course? I don't know if you guys saw my golf swing. I'll probably throw it up here somewhere. Let me know if y'all want to see some more golf content from me. But this golf course, it kind of looks like a golf course. I'm here for it. But so far in Battlefield 6, I haven't flown a jet or chopper yet. And I know that's a big thing in Battlefield. Please don't cook me for that. Okay, I'm sorry. The golf course map already looks insane. I need that in my life now. Yo, side note. I'm sorry for pausing again. Please don't cook me. This is my favorite sight in the game. It's a 4X sight. It comes on the M39 DMR. This sight right here, I think it has the extra attachment though. It's like a 4X sight. It looks so clean. I think it's probably my favorite, but sorry. So obviously some brand new maps. That's gotta be a golf course. Love it.
War isn't coming. It's already here.
Dang. Okay. I don't want to. I feel like this is like a little teaser somewhere in here. So obviously Battlefield 6 Season 1 is dropping on October 28th. All right, so with the brand new season, obviously there will be 2 new maps and then an LTM map coming December 9th. This is going to be the Blackwell Fields map and then the Eastwood map. This map, I'm a sucker for good colors, and I'm also a sucker for, I'm not going to lie, a good trailer. And I feel like that season 1 trailer was sick. I can't wait for the BR trailer. And I know people are like, dude, it's just a trailer. Like, calm down. It just brings hype for the game. And even like the OG Verdansk trailer, if you guys remember that, the OG one, like that just brings hype, stuff like that. And I saw also in the comments, I believe there was, oh, some beef on the top. It's not beef, but Jake, I was saying, is this normal for Battlefield, or is this a tiny content drop for them because of the BR? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, yo, I love J God, that's my guy. I feel like that was a kind of crazy take after all the Warzone seasons we've had of like, here's a new gun and no map changes and nothing, and here's Verdansk. We're not doing anything to Verdansk. We're just gonna leave it how it is. Boom, new season. Like, I feel like that was kind of a crazy take, but there's 2 new maps. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 new guns, a climbing axe, and they still have not announced the BR. And I think they haven't done that yet because obviously I think they're waiting until like the day before or like 2 days kind of right before to bring hype, and also to not have people not buy the game now to prepare for the BR. Because I'm trying to get all these guns leveled and stuff like that, which is another talking point of custom loadouts and expectations I have. All right, now I do want to talk about some leaks and information, okay? Now, I'm usually not a big leaker guy. I try not to listen, but I like I said, I can't do it anymore. I need some hope, okay? I need some info. Even if this info is wrong, apparently Sean Weber, whoever Sean is, I don't know who this is, they seem pretty credible. A lot of kind of Battlefield players, COD players, streamers follow them. So I don't know if they're a credible source, but I'm taking it as hopefully credible. I don't know. Battlefield 6 BR. Perks, mission, second chance, custom loadout drop. I know some of y'all are probably not too happy about that. Revive dead players, and dead players can watch cameras and steer UAVs. And it says here, missions are kind of like contracts in Warzone. Second chance is a one-time redeploy if you die very early in a round. Perks, awareness, shot caller, hunter, lightweight. Dead players can help their teammates via camera and drones. Let's talk about this. To start off with, I want to talk about the loadouts. Now, people called me crazy for thinking that Battlefield is going to have loadouts. And like I said, it is business at the end of the day, right? Battlefield has a premium version of their game, which is obviously $70 or more, depending on the deluxe version or the premium version that you buy. And their business, and they have to make money. And unless they kind of go the battle pass route and like stores and kind of what a lot of people hate about BRs at the moment, they want people to buy their premium version of the game, which means, like I thought, loadouts. Now, I don't know if they'll have 2 loadouts. I bet they'll only have 1, kind of just like it is in the normal Battlefield game, like 1 primary weapon. I just think that people that didn't expect loadouts, how would they have made money? Like maybe a store and stuff like that, or a battle pass, but that's kind of, like I said, what people don't like about the current versions of the BRs. Now, what that means is the leveling system for Battlefield, the normal Battlefield 6 game, does take a very long time. And I didn't know this because this was my first time playing Battlefield, but that's kind of normal for them because they have a very kind of long life cycle for a lot of their games, 3, 4 years, 5 years until a new game. So they want always new content and fresh content, which is why it takes longer to level up your character, your operator, and then obviously the guns. Now, how is that going to work in the BR? Because people that play BR, myself included, sometimes like instant gratification of not spending so much time to level guns, and it does take a while. So I can't see them having it where the BR is super easy to have your guns leveled, and then in multiplayer it takes longer. That would make people only play the BR, and then it would kind of get funky where people are playing the BR to only get guns leveled. It would just get kind of funky. So I'm assuming it's going to take a long time in the BR mode, and then obviously in the normal Battlefield 6 mode and all the different game modes you can play. I think they're going to still keep it like that, which honestly I don't mind. It does take a couple hours to get some decent attachments, but I think after that you use a gun for a couple hours, you can feel how the gun feels, or feel how the gun feels, obviously, Joe, but feel if that gun will suit your playstyle. There's been times that I've tried some subs and stuff out. I've used it for 30 minutes or something, and I'm like, I don't like this gun already, so I'm not going to get it leveled. And I think that that's honestly okay. I don't think that I'm going to get every single gun leveled in the game. That would take forever. And especially if they're dropping new guns and brand new content every season, it's going to take a while, obviously. But I think that overall, the custom loadout weapons, I like that a lot because it's something that you can play for. Now, I hope it doesn't get to the point like in Warzone, especially on the big map, where most people aren't fighting or aren't trying to fight until they have a loadout. And then with the dead players coming back from a second chance, I don't know if that's like a resurgence mode that you just come back in, or I'm assuming that they don't have like a gulag or anything like that. I hope it doesn't turn into kind of Warzone. I hope they take their own path and just have something kind of different where you don't feel like you're at a disadvantage if you don't have your loadout. That's how I feel like Warzone feels in any mode, ranked play, resurgence, big map, where most people are just playing until they get their custom loadout. And if you don't have it, you're at a severe disadvantage. So hopefully a lot of the ground loot and the guns on the ground aren't bad. So you don't feel like if you don't have a loadout, you're at a severe disadvantage. Or on the flip side, make it where a loadout is hard to get. And it says contracts and missions. I don't know if that is like bounty hunter contracts like in Warzone or scavengers or what that means, but I hope that it's a lot harder to get a actual loadout custom weapon than having it where everybody has it or everybody is just waiting around to get their custom loadout, then they fight. I feel like that's kind of a problem in Warzone where if you're new to the game and you don't have guns leveled, especially for a lot of people that are going to be trying Battlefield, they might not actually have the premium version of the game, which then it takes a while to even level those guns, that they aren't going to like it because they don't have a custom gun. Also, if you made it this far in the video, I love you. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider it. It does help out the channel a ton. And if you guys are Battlefield grinders, Battlefield players, I appreciate you supporting me here. It's been a lot of love lately, which is new to me because Call of Duty, a little toxic over there. And I feel like at the very beginning, a lot of people that kind of have started creating Battlefield content for the first time, there was some hostility out of some Battlefield players, being like, stick to COD, stay in your game. And then they expected a lot of COD people, which a lot did. They would just play and then leave. But I've actually been enjoying the game a lot. And in my opinion, I've been given pretty good feedback that I just think overall should be in the game. Not that they should make their game like COD or anything like that, or that I'm trying to change the fundamentals of the game, but I do want to thank you guys for all of the Battlefield grinders. I hope that y'all enjoy Battlefield 6 so far, and it's been everything that you've been waiting for and wishing for, because I've been having a ton of fun. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first Battlefield I've ever played, so it's a brand new kind of game, especially, and just experience for me. And I think that my favorite part about the game so far is traditionally, multiplayer is not for me. I like BRs, as you guys probably know, because I feel like every game is a story. You land in somewhere new, stuff happens, you die, come back, boom, 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 boom. Every single game feels like a new story. And in multiplayer, especially Call of Duty, it feels like you're just doing the same thing. Spawn, die, get a couple kills, die, like boom, boom, boom. Now, if you're playing Battlefield, there's so many different modes you can play. I can play free-for-all, team deathmatch, 4v4v4 mode, super fast pace. And then I can swap to Conquest or Breakthrough and play on a squad of 4 people and everybody plays their role. And it feels like I'm playing a different game, even though it's still under the Battlefield umbrella, if that makes sense. And that's probably been my favorite thing so far about playing Battlefield and experiencing it for the first time is, one, you can just try so many different things that doesn't feel like you're just trapped in a spawn, die, like multiplayer COD feels. You can just do so many other things. Now, on that topic also, I'm a little bit nervous though, that when the Battlefield drops, I see there's perks and there's certain things like that. I'm kind of nervous that I hope it doesn't go down that same route as like a Conquest, but for BR, where everybody has their own role. Because most people, myself included, I enjoy playing solo, doesn't have a squad to play with. So I'm a little bit nervous that I don't think it'll go as far as like an Apex Legends. I mean, they do also own Apex Legends, the Battlefield devs, but I hope it doesn't go as far as you have a specific role like a recon, assault, engineer, support that you have to play that can sway if your team does well or not. Kind of like Apex Legends, there's certain legends that somebody has to play to make the team succeed. And I hope it doesn't go down that route of like you have to have a squad to play with at all times, because obviously all good BRs, Fortnite, Warzone sometimes, Apex has the solos mode, duos mode, trios mode. And I hope it doesn't go down that route of like you have to have a certain role that you're playing or your team won't succeed. So that's something I hope is different from the normal Battlefield modes where you just are playing a BR, but it's still under the Battlefield umbrella, if that makes sense. Now, also, real quick side note, as I was scrolling on Twitter, apparently I missed this in the trailer. This is supposed to be a hint at what's coming in the BR. You've seen the leaks of that the storm that's closing is a fire that can kill you. Apparently, this right here is kind of a little teaser. Obviously not going to be the full trailer, but 1, 2, 3, 4 people, quads, right? And behind them is a fire or a victory scene that they just won the game. I don't know.
It's already here.
But that looks sick though. I'm not gonna lie. I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get my hopes up. I know, but I have high hopes right now. I might have just got baited. The other thing that I want to praise Battlefield on that Call of Duty did not do at all, and I did play Battlefield 7. Oh my gosh, Black Ops 7 at COD Next, and the new Resurgence map, and heard the news of the new Warzone map. The thing I love about Battlefield is they drop Battlefield 6, and then they don't say, hey guys, here's Battlefield 6. A BR is coming, but it's coming out in spring of 2027. Okay, like what are we doing? I gotta give praise to Battlefield. You can say, Joe, COD's gonna hate you. I know some people, some COD fans are like, wow, Joe, you flip sides. This is what they should have done for Black Ops 7. They should have said, hey, here's BO7. With BO7 Season 1, we got a new Resurgence map. We got a new big map. Have a blast. Instead, here's Verdansk. You've played it for 5 years now. We have no updates on the map except 2 new POIs. Are y'all happy? Hell no. Give me something new. Okay, give me something new. So I do got to give Battlefield some praises for that, man. They drop a fire game so far that a lot of people are having a ton of fun on. And then not even a month later, hopefully, fingers crossed, a BR is dropping and a brand new big map, everything. And the launch of Battlefield has been buttery smooth. I think, hopefully, you know, I'm a little bit, you know, tarnished from COD, so I do get nervous with updates, but hopefully the BR game and update is phenomenal too. And I'm like, COD, take some notes here. They drop a new game, drop a BR, boom, 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 not, hey, Joe, by the time you have wife and kids, we're dropping a new Warzone map called Avalon, inspired by Blackout. Like, dude, that'll be in 2035, okay? I can't even get a date right now. All right, so what are we talking about? Please. So shout out to Battlefield that. Now, I do want to talk something I'm nervous about. That is the anti-cheat. So far, that anti-cheat has been buttery. I don't think I've fought a single cheater in the game yet. People are gassing it, and it's been great so far. But I do love a big but, okay? I'm nervous because with any free-to-play, cross-play game, there's going to be a ton more cheaters that are going to be trying the game, trying to cheat in the game, and then cheat devs trying to bypass Javelin, I'm pretty sure it's called, Battlefield's anti-cheat. So obviously Battlefield has had a great anti-cheat so far. I got to give them praises for that. But it is a $70 game. With Warzone and stuff, it's free to play, it's cross-play, there's going to be a ton more cheaters. And the bigger the game is, the more opportunities that cheat devs are going to see to sell cheats, right? So I'm still kind of nervous about the anti-cheat because with any free game and just any game out there, there's always going to be idiots. There's always going to be cheaters. There's always going to be losers trying to cheat in a game. And devs selling the cheats to make money. So I'm nervous about that, but I got to give Battlefield praises. I haven't seen a single cheater so far. I've seen clips on Twitter and stuff, but I got to be honest, like every game has cheaters. Valorant, COD, Apex, every single game. There's not a game out there that doesn't. So I got to give them praises. People will post and share a clip of like one cheater that one person fought, and it'll get millions of views, and then they think the whole game has cheaters. Like, no, I play the game every day. Haven't fought a single cheater in Battlefield. Now, when the BR drops, I hope it's the same way, but I'm excited for that, and I'm a little nervous. Now, if there's anything I missed in today's video, please let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you enjoy this style of video. A little different, sit down, kind of talk through, but when that game drops, don't you worry. I got you guys with everything you'll need for the BR settings, everything. If you guys haven't seen my Battlefield settings video, make sure to check that out. I did I spent way too long deep diving on my settings, but for controller, it feels buttery smooth now. So I'm having a lot more fun. If you aren't having fun in Battlefield, I understand. I'm not saying you have to have fun, but definitely make sure to dial in your settings to actually get the full experience of the game. Because for the first day, like I said, I was not having a good time. My controller just didn't feel good. I was like, I just don't like how this game feels. Then I dialed in all my settings and it felt way, way better, and I've been having a blast. If you guys haven't watched the settings video, make sure to check that out because that will get you right in the game. And then obviously as the BR drops, I got you guys with loadout videos, tips and tricks, movement guides, aiming guides, settings, everything. So I'm stoked about that. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that like button. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Just have a great week, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.